The chairman Makerere University Convocation, Dr. Tango Doi, says the stalemate at the country's highest learning institution is a creation of the administration. This is in the wake of developing criticism of how the university administration is handling the standoff between Professor Mamdan Mahmoud and Dr. Stella Nyanzi, the staff at the Institute of Social Research of Makerere University. He says the investigation committee set up by the Vice-Chancellor Makerere University, Professor Dumba Sentamu, does not have enough time to sort a FOIA wrote in 2 days, and its setup is an oversight of an existing stalemate that cropped up in 2012.
So, such inherent problems cannot be solved by a simple committee. If they love Makerere like we should, let them state what they want to do, let them state a wider terms of the reference, give it to a neutral committee, have experts of finance, experts of forgery, and they go through the whole thing. So that if Nyanzi says they are forgeries, they listen to Nyanzi. But for the first time, to protect the image of the university, we don't know the rot, but we know the rot Nyanzi did. What has killed Makerere, and this is a letter from Michigan, right now. This is a letter from Michigan. Professor Derek Peterson, Professor of History and African Studies, University of Michigan, has sent a protest letter.
According to Dr. Tangodoy, the committee was improperly constituted by the Vice-Chancellor and likened it to setting up a monkey to judge the fate of a forest. With a blame game taking center stage, Tangodoy proposes a suspension of the involved parties to create room for a thorough audit.
And I said it to the Vice-Chancellor, suspend the two fellows first. Renew the contract of Mamdan, renew the contract of Nyanzi if she's out of contract, suspend them. Set up a very strong committee that should not only review Makerere Institute of Social Research problem, but should also look into the management issues in departments, in faculties, or in schools and in colleges. Because people are silently fighting others in the colleges. Professor Dumba himself knows. In the College of Management Studies, where he came from, he had wrangles with the Waso Matovu for 11 years.
For many, Dr. Stella Nyanzi should be condemned for attacking the parity and the hallmark of our culture in stripping before the entire world.
Dr. Nyanzi raped the children of Uganda who viewed the TV. She raped them. I cannot look where my mother is susuing. When my mother's going to urinate, even if I meet her, I look the other side and run away. Why? I do not want to see her nakedness.
And we have a challenge, therefore, to tell younger people in the church that if we as adults have got to answer our problems by, embarrassing the young ones, then once that degree of embarrassment fades away, tomorrow the only answer that you are going to see when someone has a problem is to throw away clothes. And we shall have moved from the morals that build up the church.
He also warned of impending uprising if the university management continues to flip through the rot that is fueling the litany of conflicts at the country's highest institution of higher learning.
Today you punish Makuneta in 1 minute because of rape. Tomorrow you leave in Nyanzi and set a committee of 2 days. I don't, as chairman convocation, we have given up to Tuesday next week. When it comes to Tuesday and nothing is done, we shall call a convocation meeting. All members of convocation who love the university will be called, and we see what we can do. It can even be Arab Springs to kick all of them out of the university.
Until the litany of conflict is brought down at Makerere University and the genesis of the conflict at the Makerere Institute of Social Research is found, then it's very difficult for the institution to get on. Aran Stabarka, WBS Television,